हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियां हैं आपके लिए। Why are you swearing? And these days, you've started swearing even more. Janvi said. What happened? Preeti started asking. No, nothing, Pradeep Mehta said. By then, Anik and Renuka had arrived. Anik pulled out a chair for Renuka. Anik, why have you invited us for dinner? Janvi initiated the conversation. Preeti looked at her. If I've invited you, so what? What's there to ask? No, you should still ask. Janvi was smiling. Everyone was smiling while talking. You're looking very beautiful today, Renuka said to Janvi. Your look is different. This sari and Mangal Sutra, what's the matter? I will always wear clothes like this, she started saying. Why? Jai asked. Now everyone's attention was on his words. I feel like it. From no angle does it look like I am married. I want to have a look that shows I am married. But you too, Renuka, are looking very beautiful. Everyone's eyes were on both Janvi and Preeti's dresses. Pradeep Mehta looked at Preeti. She was wearing a simple suit. She had small studs in her ears, her hair was tied back, and she had on light lipstick. He did not like Preeti being so simple at all. Janvi stood up from her place. Do you people want to go to the washroom? She asked Janvi and Renuka. The three girls got up to go to the washroom. You guys order food. We'll go to the washroom and come back. The three of them started to leave. As soon as the three girls came out of the washroom, Pradeep Mehta was talking to a woman. There was a men's washroom in front of the ladies' washroom. He was standing in front of it with some woman. Hello, Mr. Mehta, the woman said. How are you? Pradeep Mehta said. I heard you got married. Yes, absolutely, Pradeep said. So you didn't even invite us to a party, the woman complained. Everything happened in a hurry. That's why I couldn't invite you. Do introduce me to your wife sometime. I definitely will. By the way, let's see who she is. The Pradeep Mehta who never looked at anyone, whose heart fell for whom, who became the queen of his dreams. The girl started laughing. By the way, I'm very angry with you. I proposed to you and you broke my heart. Pradeep Mehta smiled at her words. I need to go to the washroom. At least answer me. You didn't marry me, but why are you running away from us like this? She held Pradeep Mehta's hand. They didn't know that Janvi, Preeti and Renuka were watching him from the front as they came out of the washroom. Please, I'm in a hurry, Pradeep Mehta said and went inside. Let me also see who she is, whom he married after rejecting me. The girl was talking to herself as she walked away. Stupid girl, pay attention to yourself, Renuka said to Preeti. There's no shortage of girls for Pradeep Mehta. If he introduces you to someone today, what will he say? This girl is my wife. You are beautiful, but how do you live these days? You were never like this. You're right, Preeti said thoughtfully. She looked at herself. She was wearing a simple open salwar suit. She was the assistant to such a big businessman, his right hand. She didn't feel equal to him at all. Now what are you thinking? Pay attention to yourself. He is your husband now. You both have to live a happy life together. Janvi started explaining to her. And why such a face? Come on, smile. Renuka untied her hair, which was tied with a rubber band. Let's go back to the washroom. The three of them went back to the washroom. Put on some makeup. I don't have a bag. You must have the stuff, Janvi said to Renuka. Renuka took out makeup items from her purse. Preeti applied light makeup properly. Now, take off your dupatta, Janvi said. Why? What's wrong with this? No, there's no need for a dupatta, Renuka started saying. Let's go like this. And my dupatta, we'll take it from wherever we leave it. They left it in the washroom. Do you look good now? The three of them came out. The three of them started heading back to the table. As soon as they reached, some journalists had surrounded Jai Raj Singhania. Sir, we've seen you after a long time. They started asking questions. Actually, I was out of the country for a while, Jai Raj said. We somehow heard that you got married. Is this news true? We don't believe it though. If you get married, the media will surely know. Absolutely, I am married. I'll introduce you to my wife. Jai Raj looked at Janvi. He held Janvi's hand. This is Mrs. Janvi Jai Raj Singhania. So how long has it been since you and madam got married? They asked again. It's been quite a few months. हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें. यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए. It was learned from somewhere that you have gotten married. Is this news true? Well, we are not sure. If you get married, the media will surely find out. Absolutely. I am married. I will introduce you to my wife. Jai Raj looked at Janvi. He held Janvi's hand. This is Mrs. Janvi Jai Raj Singhania. So, how long have you and madam been married? They asked again. It has been many months. You got married. This will break the hearts of many of your girlfriends. You have broken the hearts of many girls who once were your girlfriends, said a news reporter. Jai Raj looked at Janvi's face. He felt that this question might make Janvi angry, but she was looking at the press reporter with a smile. Jai Raj moved closer to Janvi and put his hand over her shoulder. Please give us your best wishes for our married life, that we may live happily. What are you talking about? Jai Raj's hand was still on Janvi's shoulder. The reporters were taking their pictures. Whatever was in my life before, my affairs, those were things before marriage. Janvi knows about them. Now, there is only Janvi in my life, and no one else, Jai said in a slightly louder voice. You both look very happy, said another reporter. Madam, you tell us. Absolutely, we are very happy. And? Your son, is he happy? The press reporters were intentionally asking controversial questions. He is also very happy, Janvi said instead of Jai. He is not with you today. He should have been here too. He has gone abroad with his grandparents. That's why he is not with us. You people are asking me questions. Another man has also gotten married. Jai Raj gestured towards Pradeep, who had come and stood behind. All the press reporters turned to look at Pradeep Mehta. How did you get married? We thought you would just handle Mr. Singhania's matters and never get married. If I got married, I got married, Pradeep Mehta replied. Everyone laughed at his words. If someone asks you a business-related question, you answer very well. If Mr. Jai gives a signal with his eye that we can be thrown out in a minute, such a short answer to a marriage question. There is another news. Father is also going to get married, Jai Raj said again. Everyone started congratulating Pradeep Mehta. We would like to take a picture with your madam. Preeti moved closer to Pradeep Mehta. There is one more thing. This boy is going to propose to this girl. You people should cover this news too. You must know them. This is their hotel where you are standing. You have entered the hotel business. We know a little, not much, said a press reporter. Anik took out a ring from his pocket and knelt in front of Renuka. I want to marry you. I will keep you very happy. At his words, Renuka looked at Janvi and Preeti. Both smiled and nodded their heads, signaling her to say yes. Okay, I am ready for marriage, Renuka said with a smile. Time passed. Preeti gave birth to a daughter, whom they named Pariniti. Pariniti Mehta was the apple of Pradeep Mehta's eye. After Pariniti's birth, Preeti could not get pregnant again. She had some complications during Pariniti's birth, and Pradeep Mehta cherished Preeti immensely. He used to say that since he had one daughter, he didn't need any more children. Preeti and Pariniti, both of them were his life. When little Pariniti started talking and called Janvi Masi, Yug became her enemy, wondering why his mom was getting so close to her. He absolutely didn't like Pariniti coming to his house and sitting on his mom's lap. He considered his mom to be exclusively his own. Yug wanted younger siblings, so Yug had a son named Yash. And because Yug now wanted a younger sister, Juhi, their younger daughter, entered Jai and Janvi's lives. Yug loved both his siblings more, and Janvi cherished Yug more than both of them. She believed that he was the first person in her life who saw her and fell in love at first sight. Yug and Jai used to have arguments. He would say, she is Jai Singhania's wife later, but first she is his mother. Yug considered himself to have the utmost right over Janvi. Whatever Janvi told Yug, she never went back on it. Anik and Renuka had a son, who was Yash's age. After marriage, they shifted abroad. Nick was born there. Renuka often spoke to Janvi and Preeti on the phone, but their meetings became very infrequent. Please tell me, what do you want? Should I end the story here, or should I write separate stories for Yug, Yash, Nick and Pariniti? I will decide the story based on your comments. Then a new love story of the next generation will come. हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। It has come to our attention that you are married. Is this news true? Well, we are not sure. If you get married, the media will definitely find out. Absolutely. I'm married. I will introduce you to my wife. Jai Raj looked at Janvi. He took Janvi's hand. This is Mrs. Janvi Jai Raj Singhania. So how long have you and madam been married? They asked again. It's been several months. You're married. This will break the hearts of many of your girlfriends. You have broken the hearts of many girls who were once your girlfriends, a news reporter said. Jai Raj looked at Janvi's face. He felt Janvi might get angry at this question. But she was looking at the press reporter with a smile. Jai Raj moved closer to Janvi and placed his hand over her shoulder. Wish us well for our married life, that we live happily. What kind of things are you saying? Jai Raj's hand was still on Janvi's shoulder. The reporters were taking their pictures. Whatever my past was, my affairs were before marriage. Janvi knows about them. Now there is only Janvi in my life and no one else. Jai said in a slightly louder voice. Both of you look very happy. Another reporter said. Madam, you tell us. Absolutely, we are very happy. And your son, is he happy? The press reporters were deliberately asking controversial questions. He is also very happy. Janvi replied instead of Jai. He is not with you today. He should have been too. He has gone abroad with his grandparents. That's why he is not with us. You people are questioning me. Another man is also married. Jai Raj pointed towards Pradeep, who had come and stood behind them. All the press reporters started looking at Pradeep Mehta. How did you get married? We thought you would just handle Mr. Singhania's matters and never get married. If I got married, I got married. Pradeep Mehta replied. Everyone laughed at his response. If someone asked you a business-related question, you would answer very well. If Mr. Jai signaled to have us removed from here, you would have us removed in a minute. Such a short answer to a question about marriage. There's another piece of news. Dad is also going to get married, Jai Raj said again. Everyone started congratulating Pradeep Mehta. We would like to take a picture with your madam. Preeti moved closer to Pradeep Mehta. There is one more thing. This boy is going to propose to this girl. You people should cover this news too. You must know them. This is their hotel where you are standing. Anik took out a ring from his pocket and knelt before Renuka. I want to marry you. I will keep you very happy. At his words, Renuka looked at Janvi and Preeti. Both smiled and nodded, signaling her to say yes. Okay, I'm ready for marriage, Renuka said with a smile. Time passed. Preeti gave birth to a daughter whom they named Pariniti. Pariniti Mehta was Pradeep Mehta's life. After Pariniti's birth, Preeti could not get pregnant again. She had some complications during Pariniti's time. And Preeti was very precious to Pradeep Mehta. He used to say that since he has one daughter, he doesn't need any more children. Preeti and Pariniti, they were his life. When little Pariniti started speaking and called Janvi Masi, aunt, Yug became her enemy, wondering why she came so close to his mom. He did not like Pariniti coming to their house and sitting in his mom's lap at all. He considered his mom to be his alone. Yug wanted younger siblings, so Yug had a son named Yash. And because Yug now wanted a younger sister as well, Juhi, their younger daughter, came into Jai and Janvi's lives. Yug loved both his siblings more, and Janvi cherished Yug more than both of them. She believed that he was the first person in her life who saw her and fell in love with her at first sight. Yug and Jai used to quarrel. He would say, she is Jai Singhania's wife later, but first, she is his mother. Yug considered himself to have the utmost right over Janvi. Whatever Janvi told Yug, she never went back on it. Anik and Renuka had a son who was of Yash's age. After marriage, they shifted abroad. Nick was born there. Renuka often spoke to Janvi and Preeti on the phone, but their meetings became very infrequent. Tell me, what do you want? Should I end this story here? Or should I write a separate story for Yug, Yash, Nick and Pariniti? I will decide the story based on your comments. Then a new love story of the next generation will come. हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। ममा I'm leaving, Yug said as he came down the stairs. Where am I, Mama, you? He stood in the hall, looking around. Just then, Janvi came out of the kitchen. Okay, Mama. He kissed his mother on the cheek. I'm going to be late. Have breakfast first. I have a very important meeting at the office. I'll be late. I'll eat there. Janvi ignored his words and grabbed him, making him sit on a chair. Hurry up or you'll be late. Yug picked up a sandwich and started eating. Janvi placed a glass of juice in front of him. I'm late too, said Jai Raj, who was already sitting on the sofa in the hall. Yes, you come too, Janvi said to him. He got up from his seat and sat on the chair next to Yug. Yug finished one sandwich and then started to get up. Janvi handed him the glass of juice. Finish this, Mama, he said, looking at the time. Hurry up, Janvi gestured for him to drink the juice. He's grown up now. He's not a 5-year-old child who has to go to school and will leave without eating, Jai Raj said as he was waiting for Janvi to serve him food, but she was busy with Yug. Yug is in a hurry, Janvi said. You know, Mama, she won't let me leave without feeding me. Mom knows if she gets me distracted, I'll just leave. Yug smiled, looking at Jai. You make excuses about work to worry Mom. What else do you do in the office? Jai Raj said. My son handles the entire office and you're asking what he does? You've become free these days, always at home, Janvi said, deliberately smiling and started placing a sandwich on a plate for Jai Raj. There are so many servants at home, yet both of you want to eat food made by Mom only, Yash said, who had arrived at that moment. He pulled up a chair to sit. He called out to Meena, the house help. Auntie, quickly give me breakfast. I'm also late for the office. And I have to go to college too, Johi said, sitting on a chair as she had just arrived. She started serving herself onto her plate. Shall I drop my princess at college today? Jai Raj picked up a sandwich himself and started placing it on Juhi's plate. You know, Dad, when you drop me off, all my friends say your dad is so handsome and dashing. So many boys at my college are jealous of you. Okay, drop me off. By that logic, brother should drop you at college. If he finds a girl he likes at college, they'll get married. If they get married, then it will be my turn, Yash said, looking at Yug. Maybe that's why Yug doesn't drop Juhi at college. Maybe he likes a girl there. Most of the month, Yug drops Juhi at college, Jai Raj said, looking at Yug. Everyone tells me that your dad and brother are so handsome. Half the girls in my college are ready to marry my brother. They've told me to arrange a match with brother. Juhi also started to reveal. What are you all talking about? I will choose a girl for my son, Janvi said. That's right, Mama. I will marry a girl of your choice, but in 5 to 10 years, he said, starting to get up. Janvi pushed him back onto the chair. What are you saying, brother? You're already half old. You're 30 and I'm almost 25. You get married, then I'll get married too, Yash said. I have no interest in marriage. I want to become a dress designer. Understand? Juhi said. Say whatever you want, but your mom's will shall prevail, Jai said. Mom forces us, but she doesn't force brother, Johi started saying. I obey mom's every word, right, Mama? I do as you say. I'm your good boy, Yog said, laughing. Then why aren't you agreeing to the marriage talk? Jai Raj said. Dad, you intentionally want a fight between mom and son. Mama, don't listen to anyone else, Yog said, standing up again and kissing Janvi on the cheek. Mama, I'm going to the office, Yog said. Good morning. A sweet voice came from the hall door. Come in, Pari. You have breakfast too, child, Janvi said, seeing Pari. Auntie, Mom sent you kheer. Who eats kheer so seriously in the morning? Yog said, and where do you go so early in the morning? Yog, don't talk like that, Janvi interrupted him. Pari had already reached the dining table where they all were. Sit down, child. You have breakfast too. I want a cup of tea with aloo paratha. Your aloo paratha is the best. You don't need to flatter my mom so much. You could have eaten at your own house. Kheer is just an excuse. You come over whenever you feel like it, without any prior notice. Mama, what plate are you setting for her? I have to go. See me outside. Brother, you've grown so big, and still when Pari Didi comes to mom, why do you get so jealous? Juhi said. हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। My mom doesn't need to flatter me. She could have eaten at her own house. You're just using the kheer as an excuse. You come over whenever you feel like it. Mom, who are you setting the plate for? I have to go. Drop me outside. Brother, you're so grown up. Why do you still get so jealous whenever Parini Didi comes to mom? Juhi said. Where do I get jealous of her? She just comes over first thing in the morning. Eat, beta, don't pay attention to what she says, Jai Raj said, looking at Pariniti. Where is Mr. Mehta? Did you come alone? Jai Raj thought Pradeep Mehta would have accompanied her. He left me and went to the office. Dad told me he would pick me up on his way back in the evening. So you're here until the evening? Yug asked, getting up from his seat. Absolutely here. She smiled at him and said, Today I am going to spend the whole day with my aunt, right? Does he even do any work in the office or not? He acts as if the office wouldn't run without him. And what do you think? Do I go to the office just like that? He said, coming back inside as he was leaving. He said to Pariniti, I am hungry. Let me have breakfast and you go. Beta, go, Janvi said to Yug affectionately. He started walking towards the exit, looking at her angrily. Sometimes, Didi, I feel like you two have an enmity from a past life, Yash started saying. Why? Parini said. What else? You two are always fighting. Brother can't stand it when mom talks lovingly to Parini Didi. Come on, Juhi, hurry up. I'll drop you at college. Jai Raj had finished breakfast. Mom loves brother the most, and dad loves Juhi. But nobody loves me, Yash said, looking at Jai Raj. Who says that? You're my life, Yash. And mine too, Rajan Singhania and Jaya Singhania said as they came in from the lawn after their morning walk. That's true, Dada. If you weren't here, nobody would care about me. Stop acting so much and go to the office, Jai told him. Okay, I'm going. By the way, Parini Didi, what do you do at home? You should also join an office, Yash said, standing up. Actually, I've been thinking about that too. You should join our company, beta, Jai Raj said. Dad says the same thing. I do want to work, but not on recommendation. I don't want anyone to say that because she's Pradeep Mehta's daughter, she got the job easily. So what if you have a daughter? I tell everyone I'm Jai Raj's daughter, Juhi said, standing up from her seat. Don't worry, I have an interview at a place today. Oh, but you said you'd be here until this evening, Yash started saying. I was just teasing your Yog brother. When I was little, Auntie would pick me up and he would start crying. He's grown so big and he still cries, Pariniti started saying. You're the only one he picks on and argues with. Otherwise, he's famous in the whole office for his attitude. He has so much attitude, Jai Raj said. But in front of me, he cries about why you come to my mom. Everyone had left. Jai and Rajan, Janvi also started setting breakfast for them. I'm leaving. Parini got up from her seat. If you had to go, you could have gone with Jai or I would have dropped Yash, Janvi said. I want to go alone, Parini said. Pari also left. Now only the three of them remained. Jai and Rajan were having breakfast and Janvi sat down with them to eat. Truly, after you came, my son's life has gloomed, Jaya started saying. Please, Mom, are you starting that again? How many times a day do you say it? I'm just saying the truth. Because of you, we are enjoying the happiness of our children. Otherwise, now we need to get Yug married. Find a girl for him. Rajan started saying. Your father also got married by his own will initially. But only after marrying a girl of your choice did he settle down in life, Jai said. The children don't agree. Otherwise, I have a girl in mind. For now, we should give them time, Rajan smiled. Who are you talking about? Jaya said. Janvi knows she likes her too. Who is that? I've always liked Pari a lot for Yog, and she'll be able to control him because with the way Yog is, not everyone can handle him, Janvi said. But will these two children agree? That's why I think if Pari starts working in the office, they'll spend more time together and maybe it will work out. When you two were supposed to get married, Jai Raj wasn't agreeing. Once they get married, everything will be fine. Blackmail Yug emotionally, Rajan started saying. If nothing else, we'll have to do that, Janvi thought.